I'm going to show you how humane this country really is. Okay? How people really don't give a flying fuck about nobody but fucking money. About their own selfish interest. That's right. All about themselves and fucking money. And let me tell you something. And for all of you people who think this is cool and you appraise this behavior, one day it's going to happen to your parents. One day it might even happen to your child. Or to you. And at that point in time, you won't be praising and laughing at them. Because it'll be you. This is another reason this country would deserve to let the bombs fall. This is another reason that you people have totally lost your fucking minds. The medical industry in this country is nothing but a money laundering fucking scam. That's all it is. It's money laundering. And it's a big farce. You people don't give a flying fuck in the medical industry about anybody. You know, in the state of Florida, they don't give a flying fuck about somebody. The only thing they care about is money. You know, my mother fell the other day. She's elderly. And she fell and broke her arm. And I mentioned this on the radio show last night. Now, she just spent about 2 days ago, what have you now. And she broke her arm. They took her to the emergency room. Okay, the emergency room. X-rayed her arm. It was broken. And they put some gauze around it and an ace bandage around it and put it in a splint so she can't move it. Gave her some painkillers and sent her home. Told her that she needed to get into a doctor to have her arm taken care of. The only insurance she has is called Citrus Care. Well, it appears that Citrus Care is a very good insurance company, you know. Every doctor she's called does not take it. She has spent 3 days now with a broken arm, and nobody will take her insurance and nobody will help her. Nobody. So she gets desperate and she goes back to the hospital to be told that Florida law will not allow them to cast her arm. So a man-made rule will allow you to leave somebody suffering. This is exactly what I've been talking about. How evil this fucking society's become. You know, if they drop the bombs all over this country tomorrow, it's because it's fucking deserved. Because you don't care about nobody but your selfish selves. And money's your number one thing, isn't it? It's fucking sick.
Medical Center of Trinity, Josie speaking.
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, my mother came into the hospital a couple of days ago. She's elderly. She had fallen down and she broke her arm. And I guess you guys put gauze on her arm and you put an ace bandage on it and you put it in a splint and gave her painkiller and told her to go home. She had to find a doctor to get a cast or whatever put on, right? The only insurance she has is Citrus, okay? And she has called everywhere, including the insurance company themselves. And there is nobody that will take her Citrus Care card. And she has not got money. So she comes back down to the hospital. And she's told that they can't put a cast on it at the hospital. And all the doctors tell her, no, we can't do anything for you because the only insurance she has, Citrus Care, won't cover. Everybody stopped taking it. So what is she supposed to do?
Hold on. I'm speaking.
Yes, my mother came. Hello? You hear me?
Yes.
My mother came in there a couple days ago, She had fallen. She broke her arm. She's elderly. The only insurance she has is Citrus Care. You guys put a gauze and an ace bandage and put her arm into a splint so she can't move it. You did an x-ray and it's broke. Okay? And gave her painkillers and told her she needed to get into a doctor within a couple of days. She has called every doctor she can find, called the insurance company, and everybody stopped taking Citrus Care, which is the only insurance she has. So she comes back down to the hospital and she's told that then not even the hospital could put a cast on her arm or do anything for her because something to do with Florida law.
Okay, yeah, we don't cast here.
Okay, so if everybody's turning her down and she ain't got the money and she's elderly and nobody can help her, so what are they saying? That there's legislation now or law that says that we have to be humane and leave people to suffer with broken arms?
Well, no, that's not the point. The point is we don't offer that service here. That's why they give you an orthopedic doctor.
Right, and so then every orthopedic doctor that she has called in God's green earth all says, well, we stopped taking Citrus Care, okay? And she called Citrus Care. Citrus Care gave her one that was up in Tarpon Springs that was supposedly took it. She calls down there and they stopped taking it. So what is she supposed to do? What is she supposed to do? By the time she gets some help, it's going to heal what? With a broken arm? How many days is she going to sit there and suffer?
Okay, did she try calling back Citrus Care?
Yeah.
To see if there was someone else that she could see?
Yep. And she keeps running into dead end after dead end after dead end. And this has gone on for 3 days now.
Okay. But I don't think any hospital will cast you if they don't have orthopedics on it in-house.
Right, so, okay, so what we got is a situation then where, and then she said she went back to the hospital today, and of course, and I believe it's Trinity, okay, that's where she told me she went, and they told her that they can't do it, something to do with Florida law, and I guess my problem is this. When you have laws that are humane against, I mean, come on, you got an elderly person with a broken arm, everybody stopped taking their insurance at no notice to them. They got the money just to get it fixed, and so I guess greed is going to stand in the way of helping somebody. So if that was the case, then I guess everybody's mothers and fathers would deserve to suffer.
Well, I'm sorry that this is happening to you, but there's nothing I can do here. We don't do casting here.
Wow.
I can only try
so
to
what
suggest.
happens? So what happens if you have a trauma case that's brought into you in an ambulance, and they got broken bones? You just ship them out the door?
Well, it depends on the situation. Sometimes we have to send them to other facilities, but we just don't do casting here.
Okay, well, I just find this very humane because, you know, she can't control the insurance she has. I mean, she's used it all this time and now out of nowhere. Oh, well nobody wants to take it.
Take her insurance. We just can't cast her.
Well, can't you...
Correct?
Right, you can't cast her, so correct? So, what good is this if she can't get a cast because you can't do it there and all the doctors say, no, we ain't going to do it because we don't take your insurance.
Yeah, but we don't have control over the doctors. This is what I'm trying to tell you. We can only do what we can do here. We're governed within our own little bubble here. Anything outside is something you'd have to take up with the doctor.
Okay.
You understand? We've done all we can do here. So then our next step is to suggest the next step, which would be an orthopedic doctor.
Which she's been calling. Which she has called just about every orthopedic that she can find, and every last one of them will not take her insurance, so they won't touch her. They told her, well, if you got $750 up front, you can come in and we'll cast it.
Right. But what you don't understand is what if I went there and I didn't take my insurance, I'd have to do the same thing.
Well, what I do.
I'm not saying it's right. Don't
well,
get me wrong.
I
I'm
understand
very
that. I
sympathetic
just,
to you.
okay, well, you know.
we can't control the outside doctor.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess maybe the medical industry should have to go through a review or something, because this right here. I just think about it. This was your mother or your father,
And
I mean,
I do put myself in that position all
this
the
is
time.
very humane. Okay, 3 days now. She's got a broken arm. She can't fucking. She's gonna be out of painkiller. Okay, her arm's killing her. She moves her. She says when she moves, she feels the bone moving around inside her arm. And this has been going on for 3 days, and everybody keeps denying her help.
Yeah, we didn't deny her help. We just don't have the service that she needs.
Right, and so by the time she gets help, if an infection sets in or the bone causes more damage, I mean, so what? She loses a limb or she loses her life because everybody's
Well,
worried
I
about
hope
money.
not.
Yeah, but
really hope
I
not.
guess it's because it's about money. Well, I'm sorry to see this type of stuff happen in this country, because this country's gone. And if this is what's going to happen to elderly people, and this is what people, I mean, money's that important to people. It's so important that they just don't give a shit about people at all.
Well, that's not how we looked at it. We
Well,
took
I'm
care
not
of her
saying,
as
you
much as
know.
we could. This is something you need to take up with the doctors that said they won't see her.
Yeah. Is there any hospitals that have somebody that cast that she could go
You
to?
know what? I couldn't honestly tell you that. It was in a group, we're called HCA, we're a group of hospitals, and I don't think anyone in the hospitals that are local for us, our sister hospitals, do that. I can only tell you that much.
Okay.
Okay, good luck to you. I hope everything works out for you.
Yeah, okay. Yep.